I want to introduce the defender of self-employment, the host of the Be My Own Boss podcast, and founder of newjobsamerica.com, Mike Hruby. Mike, how are you tonight?
Hey, Steve, I am just great, and I'm delighted to be back on Rideshare Rodeo.
Yeah. And so I'm delighted to have you back here too. So some of you already know Mike. And if not, you will hear soon. Mike, you want to just tell us about kind of a little background on you?
I'm Mike Hruby, and I'm your host at the Be My Own Boss podcast, and I do other things too. I've been a self-employer for more than 40 years. For the last 14 years, I have worked as head of New Jobs America, it's a nonprofit, and we defend self-employment. And self-employment is now up to 76 million people in this country. I can relate to every one of them because I've been self-employed. I've been a client of online contractors. I've been an employee. I've worked for the New York State Senate. Just all over the place. And the most fun, clearly, is being self-employed. There's no question it's the best way to go. Crazy at times. Steve actually helped me set up this project of New Jobs America called the Be My Own Boss podcast. Be My Own Boss. We use the phrase because every single person who is self-employed has used that phrase to themselves, sometimes out of frustration, sometimes out of determination, but always intensely. They say, I want to be my own boss. And you all know the reasons why they feel that way. And that's what we're trying to get the public more involved, get self-employers more involved. The podcast is our way to reach out and get people to fight back against the barriers that are being put up in federal law and in state law to stop people from being self-employed.
If you guys haven't, it's on YouTube. You can find it. It's at Be My Own Boss Podcast. You know, I mean, because this is a cause. This isn't a channel, guys. This is a cause. So
this is your career, guys. Your career. And ladies too. Self-employers are more women than men, believe it or not. Guys, you're in the minority. You got to speak up. Ladies,
and he's been just a wealth of knowledge for me. And when I met Mike, and I've brought questions to him, he's helped me with so much of what I brought to you guys. So just know that. So go over and give him a little love. Appreciate that.
Steve's very kind. Thank you, Steve.
So last year I bounced an idea off Mike about doing, we were talking about having people write their write their lawmakers, their elected officials, and we were trying QR codes and all these other things. And then I suggested to him, what about video testimonials? How would it be to have independent contractors do a 30-second-ish video testimonial, give or take? And I mean, he didn't even like it. He loved the idea. And so loved it. And all of a sudden, like a day later, we were like really like back and forth talking about this and built it out quick. I'll let Mike tell a little bit of that, but about the powerfulness to like who's seeing them. They're just video testimonials from your phone, right? Why you choose to be an independent contractor. And you don't even have to say which platforms or anything you do. Maybe you're doing a lot of independent contractorship. Just why you choose it. You could just say flexibility. I want Mike to give the power of this because he speaks with a lot of these lawmakers directly. He deals with them, and even some of them hadn't seen it. So I want him to explain it, and then we're going to put a challenge on you guys.
Nothing, Steve, the underlying reason is that nothing persuades like a personal testimonial. Voice of the average individual in Congress and in the state houses across the country is really powerful. People think, oh, it's just me, like I'm just here in my little suburb and on my farm, downtown condo. And, you forget how much people like the companionship of others. And they're easily persuaded if you just get up there and tell them why you liked it. It's a testimonial. I mean, you're doing your self-employment. You're being your own boss. Why do you like it? What we ask you to do is just record a simple 30 to 35, 40-second segment. Legislators gobble this stuff up. They really don't know much about independent contracting at all. And I've talked with 40 different offices in Congress, and they really are clueless about what's going on. And so part of what you're doing is just telling them, like, this is real.
You know, you can say your story however you want to say it, but say it with a positive spin. I love doing this because, not I hate this because.
Right. It's why you love it. All Congress hears are complaints. All state legislators here are complaints. My bridge is broken. There's some damn utility isn't working right. I can't get this company to respond. It's negative, negative, negative. If you come in and say, I'm self-employed because I absolutely love it. I screw up a lot, but I fix it, and clients will pay for it. So,
Yeah.
like, where can I beat that? Or I have 3 kids and they're 6 years apart in age and they're all going to different schools. And this is absolutely crazy. I love being self-employed. Just say the positive. They don't want to think you need fixing because you've got a problem. They're going to fix it. You won't like the solution, but you're thinking about you're aiming towards the legislator. You're aiming for the public who doesn't get to see independent contractors very often. We're not on the news. We're not out in public.
I need app-based gig work, and I need to stay independent in order to have a livable wage and work-life balance.
Being an independent contractor allowed me to work the hours that best suits the needs for my family.
This economy allows me to pick up my phone, take some orders, and make over 6 figures a year to do it.
I'm not worried about all the things that, the higher ups want or my boss wants. It's 100% me. And I can do all the things that I want to do.
I am a single mom of 2 boys. I need to have the flexibility to provide for them financially, but to also be home when they need me to.
I use the gig app to help supplement my income as I help take care of my elderly mother.
Being able to work the different gig apps on my time as an independent contractor helps me give an advantage to my children for school activities and other things that my W-2 doesn't quite cover.
Please do not make me an employee. That is just not enough.
Being a W-2 employee is not going to cut it for me.
The freedom and independence of it to be able to turn on the apps, shut them off anytime I want. I don't want that to be taken away.
Let's stay independent, let's not change it, and let's keep it where it's at.
Protect our freedoms, protect our rights, keep us independent contractors.
Your video will energize this whole system and make it real and make it seem urgent, not something you want to leave go, because these people some of them are making 40, 50,000, working part-time, and they're busting their rear end. So you want it to be urgent for all these people, and you can do a lot. You would be amazed at what you can do and where we can send your video, just 30 seconds of you.
So you guys, the link to that will be below, where you can just directly upload it right to it. So if you guys want to screenshot that, that is the QR code. It'll just take you right to upload. And
it has the same instructions I just said verbally. So you don't have to take notes, but
your dad is safe with us. Nothing's being sold. This is all for the, you don't have to say just your first name and the state or city you live in, whatever you feel like saying. That's enough.
Yeah, that's plenty. I don't want them to be able to dive in and
it's not about finding you. I am Dave. I live in Ohio.
Yeah.
That's really that's all it needs to be. So, because then we're getting it routed to the right people too. But so how many did we get to?
We got 41 fantastic videos. Steve, if we had 50 more, something, you pick a number.
Last day of July, we're at 100, including the 41 we have.
That'd be fantastic.
How could it not be that we get to 100? Really, it matters that much. These are getting, I can't remember what the weight Mike gave it last time, but we were trying to, when we did finally start getting them incoming, we were weighing them against, what do you think this is compared to people writing in or emailing?
Oh,
and it was there was, it's 100 for every 100 emails, a video counted more.
Thing is, when these land in a congressman's office, the staff will always look at them. They get thousands of emails every day. They do not get thousands of videos, and they don't get short ones. They get long laments, complaining about things. But here comes a little short video. The color is always different. The background is different. There's a different flavor. Some guys are pretty funny, and they're, they crack a little joke, and it's short, it's quick. The staffer, I guarantee you, the staffer is going to show that to his legislative director, and both of them are going to take it to the congresswoman, and show them, hey, look what we got today. This is about independent contracting, and none of them are independent contractors, including the member of Congress. So you're speaking for the entire 76 million people when you're being looked at in that office. Guarantee you, I've been in those offices. That's how it works.
Next week on the Be My Own Boss podcast, again, check that out, please. It's going to be in the show notes, youtube.com/Be My Own Boss podcast. It's Mike's podcast. Subscribe, like, give him some love over there right now. But next week on his show, which is every Wednesday at 2 p.m., he wanted to maybe do some giveaways here to coincide with these. Not that we should have to bribe you, though. Come on, guys. We're just trying to make it more fun, though. We were trying to think of some giveaways we could do, maybe. Thank you, Mike, for joining tonight. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome, Steve.
Mike is such a big part of the things I bring to you, along with several other people too. Let's do this. We got to get what, 59 videos.
59 videos. We
60,
could do it.
60 puts us one over.
Right.
60
if
videos.
If you're really worried, practice. Do a couple, and then send us the best one.